This is a brutally honest review of all of my concealers. And this is a spicy watermelon martini that I just made, so I can't promise you that this might not be unhinged. All right, Puckers. So number one, we've got YSL All Hours concealer. I'm so mean to this brand. I don't mean to be mean. I actually like a lot of their stuff. Concealer wise though, so this isn't really the type of concealer that's gonna conceal much. Like, this is very like a very slight brightener, the lightest coverage concealer that I own, and it's also the most expensive. So like, why am I paying more for less? I don't know, it doesn't make sense. It makes sense to me. So this applicator is kind of like a little paw. I don't mind the foot applicator, it's just not really for me. I like the round one. I like the classic ones. I'm just not into like big giant applicators. It makes it like difficult to be a little more precise, like especially because I like putting concealer on the tip of my nose. It's a little bit difficult to do that when you're working with a giant foot. The Huda Beauty concealer, I love this. I love this. I will definitely be rebuying it. It's definitely one of those concealers that's gonna make you kind of look like a Bratz doll, really airbrush and matte, and it's like you don't really need a lot. I think that it's worth it. If you're looking to invest in a really bougie concealer, I think that this one is my favorite so far. The Self Hydrating Camo Concealer. I used to really not like this, and I still don't really know how I feel about it, and this is why. I find that sometimes it separates, and I don't know if like maybe it has to do with some of the foundations that I pair it with, or maybe I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. Like, maybe it's the temperature. It could be the temperature in my room. It tends sometimes to pill. I can't have like an unreliable concealer day like that. It's so weird that sometimes like makeup just decides not to work right and not to blend right. It's so weird. I will never understand it. This is the classic Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I feel like everyone's used this before. This is really good. Like, this is just like, it's just a nice basic concealer. It's like light to medium coverage. It's super blendable. It's gonna blend right in with your skin tone. It's like, it's a good basic concealer. It just works for everybody. Like, it's just good. It's a good basic starter beginner concealer. It's not heavy. It's not matte. L'Oreal Infallible. This one has become a staple in my makeup routine. I use this every single day now. This is very heavy and it's very full coverage. It's literally like paint that you put on your face. It's like very like, it's silicone based, so it's very thick. It's a thick consistency. It's very matte, it's full coverage, it's silicone, it's gonna cover everything, it's gonna brighten everything, and it's gonna stay in place all day. This is the bougie lightweight version of this. Comparison though, this one is gonna make you more airbrushed than this one. It doesn't have that like, oh my god factor to it, you know what I mean? Like, you know how sometimes you just see girls' makeup and you're like, oh my god, like it's so good, like how she even do it like that? I feel like they're wearing something like this. Now we've got the Ulta Pink color correcting concealer. It surprised me a lot when I bought it because it's like literally like Ulta brand, like it's something special. I have not seen like any brands make a pink color correcting concealer like this. I like using this over my foundation and underneath my brightening concealer. I would say like this is like a very similar, if not the same formula as the Fit Me. Also, it's unopened because I just bought a new one. I just re-upped, and so you know it's good. The e.l.f. Camo Matte Concealer. This is really controversial because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I've been saying this forever and ever. This works really well if you just like put it on in one spot and then blend it right away. Normally in people's concealer routine, they like putting concealer like everywhere first. Do the triangles, do the tip of the nose, do the forehead, close the bottle, put the bottle down, then, you know, blend it. And by the time that you've done that, it's already dry. When I used to use it every single day, I found that it used to last me all day and all night. Sometimes it can look a little bit cakey, depending on if you have like a lot of skin texture and if you have like a lot of little micro hairs on your face. This is Frankie Rose Cosmetics concealer. This is super light coverage. It's a little more pigmented and easy to work with as this. I would say that this is the more bougie version of the Maybelline Fit Me. Let me know what I should try next.